Hi guys. Happy Sunday. Welcome to welcome to Speaking with Emily Hanks. And today we are doing the weekly wrap up. And I am joined by the incomparable Kendrick Tucker, host of I Cannot. And today we're going to be talking about BravoCon and some of the updates from that. And then we're going to be getting into Salt Lake City. Okay.
Oh my God, there are so many fan emojis in the comments. I missed y'all so much. I wanted to be back next Sunday so bad, but we're gonna get into travel. We'll talk about all that, but a mess. But I'm alive. Okay, these have been the roughest 2 weeks of my life, but I rise like Stacy. I am here. I'm everything. I have literally. Hold on, let me show y'all. I have 4 things to drink today. I have a rosé just in case. A water. I love Sam's Purified. I don't know what it is about that water. It's so good to me. I have a Coke Zero, and I've got a protein shake that I'm going to drink right now. A protein yogurt, actually, but that's okay.
Okay, well, then hi, guys. Speaking of fans, Kendrick, you got to give me your fan moment. Are you ready?
Oh,
hello.
And
then,
boom.
All right.
Oh, my God. So
I see someone in the chat. I need to shout them out. Sergio, though, said he is 2 years sober today.
Yes.
And says, thank you for your channel and getting me through rough times. I can't believe that I do that for anyone, but okay, I love that.
Love that.
I'm really proud of you. Congratulations. That's not an easy thing
Sergio.
to do.
No, it is not. That is extremely difficult. You've got a handle on it. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Do what you need to do. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Loved. Oh my God, this feels so good. Hold on.
I know this. I'm okay. I am legit getting hot flashes these days. So I need to go and get, the premenopausal.
Go find Dr. Jackie. Yes.
I need to get Dr. Jackie.
Get Dr. Jackie. Now paging Dr. Jackie.
That's me right now.
Simone. Love it.
Okay, I've been saving this for Kendrick. I feel like we're on a reality show and I save stories till we're back on camera. You know what I mean? Like a good producer.
Yes, love that.
So a couple weeks ago, remember when I said I was mad at Tiger a couple weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so about 3 weeks ago now, it was a Sunday. I'll never forget it.
Mm-hmm.
And I awakened, whatever, to I went I have a litter robot now, which has not been a good thing because Tiger's really afraid of it. I have to have both. I have to have both of them, like the old one and the litter robot. But anyway, in the litter robot, one of the cats had some sort of an issue because I see this, it looks like mud being tracked from the litter box. And I see the little paw prints of this mud all throughout my apartment. So what has happened, and I didn't know which cat it was, one of them had diarrhea in the litter. And when you mix that with litter, it's mud. And that was, and so to clean this was such a process because you have it's not just normal cleaning. This is disinfect, and I have to go anywhere a cat would go. Where did Tiger or where did one of them walk? I didn't know which one it was. And so that takes an hour and a half. Think of how many times you mop your entire floors of your entire house. It takes a long ass time.
Yes, that's why you put on Mary J. Blige. It's a whole thing.
It's a thing. And it's if you don't sign, and there are days when I loved cleaning. I'm in the mood. Let's do it. And I've scheduled it in my brain, but not when it's like this and when it's disgusting like this. You guys know I can barely say the words, let alone having to clean it up, right?
Yes.
So a few days later, and I probably should have adjusted food at that point, but I didn't. And a few days later, because I didn't know which one was sick, so I stopped giving him treats, but I didn't change anything else. And it happened again.
Oh dear.
Hour and a half of cleaning again.
Oh, goodness.
It's gonna get so much worse. Okay.
Oh dear.
So much worse.
Oh no.
A few days, and then I was able to figure out it was Tiger. So I was like, okay, we're watching Tiger. Well, 2 days after that, I'm sitting on the couch like I do, working. Tiger's next to me, cleaning herself, doing what she does. I don't know. And I go to pet her head, and her head is soaking wet. And I realize I'm getting soaking wet because Tiger got diarrhea on the couch next to me.
Oh no.
I like I
Oh.
I'm
Oh.
so grateful that I have multiple blankets on top of my couch for the like never for that, but just like in general, you have
Right.
an animal, like you protect the couch.
Yes. Absolutely.
But the fucking blanket that I had that was ruined. I washed it 4 times. There was no
Oh
getting the smell out.
no. Oh
I
no.
had a sponsor, Lola Blanket, and I mean, these are literally life-changing blankets. They are the
Ooh.
softest, but they're also quite expensive. So it's not like something that I could just go replace easily. It's like it would hurt.
Right.
And so, but I mean, I'm not kidding you. It
Oh.
sounds like the most ridiculous thing. Like, how good can a blanket be?
No, I'm literally looking at.
It
Ooh. Oh
is
yeah.
the
Ooh.
nicest blanket you'll ever feel in your life.
Ooh.
But anyway, so Tiger ruined that, and then I kept putting more blankets on, and so I thought, okay, I've changed her food now. Okay, a couple days go by, we're good. I'm like, okay, I think I got it. Was just the old food. I think it was the food.
Yes.
I woke up a couple days after that, so I want to say like 4 or 5 days later. So I felt like I was in the clear. I'd gone 5 whole days not having to clean up shit. Well, guess what? I come out, and one of them had gone both bathrooms on the couch, but not like diarrhea, like no, just regular, just like used it like a litter box.
Wait, wow. Oh, that's like a habit change. Oh my God.
And that was when I was like, I'm mad at Tiger right now. Cause now I'm like, oh, this is personal, Tiger.
Right.
This is different. Like now I was worried you were sick and now you have betrayed me. So for a day, I just didn't like really talk to her. But as you said, cats don't care. And so
no,
she was
that's
like,
a great day for them.
she was just like, okay, I'll talk to you later when we're going to bed. And then we just like hopped up on the bed later. Was like, hey, I have no clue you're mad at me.
Right. Literally none.
So then I was like, fuck, what is happening? So I've been monitoring it. And we were good for maybe another couple days. And I was like, I'm still monitoring it. I'm really scared. But waking up every single day, I'm like, what am I walking out to? What am I walking out to? I woke up.
There's a cord in your background. I was like, oh my God, is that a trail of poop right there?
Don't
like,
you dare. Oh my God, there is a.
And then it looked like cats always cut you off. Then it looked like a zigzag to where they're like, you're walking a straight line. They're like, nope, over here, nope. Oh, you're going this way? Nope.
That's my long phone charger. But yeah, you're correct to worry.
I love a long phone charger. I get
the max length I get.
10 feet, baby. 10 feet.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
So a couple days, like I said, I'm like, I think we're okay. And I came out on some day, I don't remember what it was, and Tiger, it was 3 a.m. And I wake up so early, it's annoying, but not 3 a.m. 3 a.m. is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But something told me to get out of bed. I walked out. Tiger is in the middle of peeing on the couch. No is right.
What is happening?
I don't know. Okay. So it became a thing where I'm like, I have to take her to the vet.
Yeah.
I have to take her to the vet. But I had actually already taken her to the vet in an emergency situation. Because what I did was I got on to Chewy.com and was like putting in the symptoms that Tiger had.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the person that I was chatting with was like, oh, I would have already gone to the vet. And so then I freaked out and acted.
They always make you feel guilty.
No, like, I'm not even kidding. I was like, I have minutes left of her life and I have to get her to the vet right now. Like I treated it like with so much drama and so much whatever. Yes. But it was like so easy to get Tiger there this time, which if you have cats, getting a cat in a carrier to go to the vet is a fucking thing. It's hard. Okay. Yeah. But it all worked out. Like Tiger was there and I picked her up and I put her in and we get there. So, like $550 later or whatever it was.
Oh God. Always.
To get her all checked out. But then that's when a couple days after that, she pees on the couch. Oh. So then I have to take her. I'm like, we're going to go to a proper vet now. And then I'm going to get like a full check. I don't even know, but I have nothing else to do. Is it like a mental thing? Is it a mental block? What's going on?
Right.
Well, this was not as easy to get Tiger in the goddamn carrier. Okay. Let me just tell you what happened to me. All right. Oh, no. Tiger started running from me. And so I'm trying to like run from room to room to get her. And at one point she's on my bed, but I'm also like disgusted because she's probably like covered in pee.
Right.
And I'm like, get off the bed. But my feet slipped out from underneath me as I went to grab her. And so I ended up landing on my thigh, right on like the edge of my bedpost, like flat down, like perpendicular, like boom.
And you know your feet are already like your ankle like is already fragile. Like you've been through enough with your ankles.
I have a bruise the size of like my fist on the side. I
Oh,
can barely sleep on that side. But it all happened so fast. And as soon as I slipped, I happened to grab Tiger, and Tiger let out like a yelp. Well, then
oh.
Penny thought I was hurting her. So then Penny, who's never done this in her life, she comes up, poofy tail, and starts smacking me and swatting at me.
Oh my God.
And I was like getting scratched, and I'm like having to like kick her away. I'm like,
You were
Penny,
getting
stop!
jumped, basically. You were getting beat up.
Yes. So then I had to get Tiger finally in the carrier, but then Penny like followed her and got in the carrier with her. And then I couldn't get Penny out because she kept like being like mad. She was protecting Tiger, which is so cute. But I'm like, bitch.
Right. This is not the fucking time. Like, get out of
No.
here.
So you're not really supposed to go to the vet with more than the animal that you're looking at. But I'm like, we're all going. It's a fucking
It's a thing. It's a
field
family
trip with this
affair.
thing.
Yes.
But the problem is I don't have a big enough carrier for 2 cats. And if you have one for 2 cats, like you probably want it on wheels. Like it's not as easy to just like all I had was a hardtop carrier that on its own is 10 pounds.
Yeah.
Put both the cats in there. I practically threw my shoulder out trying to get them to the car. And then the vet felt so bad because they were like, okay, back here. And I was taking so long to walk because the thing was so heavy. And then she was like, oh, are there 2 cats in there? I'm like, yes, there are 2 cats in here because one of them refused to get out. Okay.
Like, ma'am, you're focusing on the wrong thing right now. Okay. 2 cats is the least of our worries today.
My God.
Good God.
Anyway, and it was so disgusting because one of them, I think it was Penny, took a shit in the carrier.
Oh no.
Which I had to reach in and grab with the paper towel and get out. You guys, I can't do this. This is not I'm not good at this.
Oh no. Okay. What did they tell you anything useful?
Okay, the only thing we got which is also just an additional. So, by the way, I've already ordered a double cat carrier with wheels.
Yes,
I have it. I have
Lessons
it out.
learned.
I have it out so that I'm like, we like this thing because we're going to be going on field trips now. Like, because we are going to be going to the vet now. We have to do it. I have to start taking you guys, and it's just going to be a thing where all 3 of us go together, even if you're not being seen. Okay.
Exactly. We're just going family trip. It's
family
okay.
trip because I'm not doing this again. Okay. But they said that I guess she looked good. Tiger is very fat though. She's 16 pounds.
Ooh, hefty kitty.
And I knew that was like, and so because she has put on some weight in the last few weeks, and I noted that. I'm like, she's put on some weight, so like maybe that's it. But as she was doing, the vet was so great. I went to Modern Animal, and I have pet insurance. I have Lemonade pet insurance. So just if anyone's like looking for a vet, I love and I don't know, Modern Animal, there's multiple locations. I don't know if they're national or what.
Ooh, well, I'm looking for pet insurance. Like I can do it through my job, but I'm also like, you're not getting me again. Like I'm kind of sick of y'all with all this insurance. Like
I feel like Lemonade must be a national.
Probably, yeah.
And that's what I said I had Lemonade, and my veterinarian was like, I do too. So I was like, oh, okay, that means it's probably good to have Lemonade then.
Right.
But as she was inspecting Tiger and doing all the things, she's like, nothing feels like crazy. Like her stomach doesn't feel like it's all bloated, and like nothing feels wrong, but they had to run tests, and they have to do I'm like, maybe it was a UTI. Maybe she has a UTI infection. But they're going to take a week to get the results back for that.
Oh no.
So I was like, but you're not going to like send me out of here with anything that's going to solve this problem for me here, because I don't understand.
Like some amoxicillin, like something.
The vet was like, you know what it might be? She might just be stressed out. And I was like, because of the litter robot, the fucking litter robot.
Oh.
And so even though she has both options, it's like stressed her out maybe. And so the vet gave me gabapentin, which is just to relax Tiger.
Oh.
But I think humans take gabapentin. Like I remember taking gabapentin at one point in my life for like my own anxiety. So I was like, all right, but I have to give this medication to her orally. And again, if you've tried to give a cat medicine, this is like a traumatizing experience.
Yeah.
So that night later that day when I got her back, I'm like, okay, we got to give you this medicine. And it was such a battle. It was awful. And I was like, is this traumatizing her more? But now I have it down. Now I have like a towel and I wrap her. And I'm like, okay, we hold it back. And then I'm like, she's fighting.
Hostage situation. Like, yeah,
literally. I'm like, you can't even move because they talk. I was watching YouTube videos. And so it seems like she's never going to forgive me while it's happening. But then within like 10 minutes, she's like, hey, what's up? I'm like, okay, fine. Because I was always worried that they're going to be mad at me forever. Like that's because like that's just so me, right? I'm like, you're going to hold a grudge against me, aren't you? You're gonna hate me forever.
That's animals. Animals literally will be so mad at you in the moment, being like 3 seconds later, like, oh, what happened? Like, did we go through something? No, we didn't. Okay.
Oh my God. Someone wrote Sutton takes gabapentin too.
That's what I was about to call out. Which makes a ton of sense. So yeah. Wait, a comment that cracked Lisa earlier when you were talking about how Penny came in, like they started jumping you. She said, "E2, brute."
It felt like that. No, literally. While I was listening, I was like, Penny, it's me.
No, they will always take each other's side. That's what it is. Always.
So yeah, so that has been the past few weeks. It has been harrowing. Okay.
Oh, isn't it disgusting? That is a lot.
I know. But like, obviously, I don't like complaining about this stuff because in the grand scheme of things, life is fine.
Right.
Like, everything going on. I have enough perspective to know that.
Yeah.
But and just
I feel like stories like this, like people love it gets them out of their like life is so rough that it's like I need anything to like as an escape right now. So hear all the shit stories. Let's hear all the shit stories.
Oh yeah. It's been such a process. And like,
oh my God.
And I sent Kendrick, I'm like, Kendrick, I might be on the news because I might kill my cats. Because what's weirdly annoying is that like I have to clean up the bathroom stuff. I'm like, I do? Me?
Right.
Because I'm your mom?
Right.
And then it makes me really appreciate you parents of humans. I don't know how you people have done that
Hands
or
up.
do that or are doing that. Because I'm trying, yes, maybe cats, I have to say cats might be harder to get to the doctor than a human. I'm going to say that. Because
a dog loves a trip to the a dog, not a trip to the vet, but they love to get in the car. Yeah, exactly.
Let's go. Cats, no. So that I might beat you there. But in terms of everything else, like when I was imagining, like, what if I had a kid that just decided to like go to the bathroom in their pants and then like walk around, lay on the couch? That happens all the time. But you guys are out there doing that. And the working parents, you people are superheroes.
That's so funny. We talked about that, but like literally, I don't know what it's been lately. I don't know if I'm getting older or like what it is, but I've said it so many times recently where I'm just like, how do people have kids? Like, it's just
kids?
I so like do not understand. I'm like, you really like I'm that's coming from like someone that's like someone who cares for, like, I do everything for everyone, but I still cannot imagine in my life like someone that like truly needs me to do like someone being like, I'm hungry, and I'm like just trying to like sit on the couch after the longest day. I'm like, God, you can't feed yourself, can you? Okay, God damn. All right, well, let me find food. I guess I'll get up and cook right now. By the way, I have chicken and potatoes in the oven right now, and they smell so good. I put them on right before this, so the aromas would fill the house while I'm get a little, So I'll have that when we're done. It'll be amazing, whatever.
There is something about chicken and potatoes cooking in an oven. It's like my sister used to make stew, and I'd be like, "What is that?" She's like, "It's just the stew cooking," but it's like potatoes and chicken and like it does something.
They like those in particular, they just like absorb that garlic and onion powder, and it just permeates the room. You're like, oh yes, I can't wait to tear your ass apart later on. I just can't wait.
Absolutely. Okay, I think we've done enough preamble to get into the meat and potatoes of the episode.
Okay.
That was good. All right, let's talk about BravoCon.
Okay,
Kendrick, I love that you also you've never even gone to BravoCon, have you?
No desire whatsoever. And I know that sounds crazy to people. No desire to go. Like I like to keep. This sounds crazy, but I like to keep them in the TV. I don't want to go hang out with you. Like, I don't want to, no, I like you to be there. When I go to Peacock, I'll turn you on and I can turn you off at any moment. I don't want to, I don't want to get close, and I don't want to go through the ordeals of getting in lines to fight for seats, and it's also such a like now, of course, because it's 2025, it's such a content creator thing, and
Exactly.
I feel like I fight against that so much because I'm like, I don't want to be the person with my phone out all day long, just doing like this, walking around everywhere. I'm like, oh God, that just seems so stressful to me. Like it's a
Yeah.
lot. So like, no,
And
I'm
it's
fine.
like because I did go. I went to the last one
Yeah.
2 years ago, and it's very overwhelming. But I can
Mhm.
see why people like it. But also,
Yeah.
I've never been given like any perks from Bravo. Like they don't ask me to like host a panel or do anything. So it's like I'm
Mhm.
just there as an audience member,
Like,
and
right.
that's like it's so overwhelming. And
Yeah.
I missed so many things because I was in BravoCon and my reception was really bad. And so I'd be in a panel, but then it'd be like some other huge thing happening in the other panel. And so I was
Mhm.
getting updates from people who weren't at BravoCon, who were just reporting on what was happening at BravoCon.
See,
So that's when I was like, I just don't think I'm going to go. And
it's a lot.
remember Jamie Rice, who came to our live show?
Yes, shout out to Jamie.
She's there, but she went with Chef Stewart from I don't remember what that show was, but he's been on Bravo for a minute. So like she's kind of
Okay.
there with someone with perks, so it's a little bit different.
Okay.
I'm like
Nice.
that's fine.
Nice.
But anyway, so there's a couple things that have happened, and I think the biggest one is we just talked about this, the Valley Persian style.
We just I don't know how it even came up, but we had just talked
Yeah.
about this, like why it hadn't come out yet. That's so funny.
And now it's coming out January 8th.
Wow.
I need to figure out when they filmed it because I swear they filmed this thing in like 2022.
Right. It felt forever ago.
Yeah. So, but whatever. Maybe their filming schedule just was longer than usual because I remember knowing they were filming something.
Mhm.
I don't remember knowing that they wrapped filming. So I don't know. Like maybe whatever.
What was the original name of it? Because it wasn't always the Valley Persian style. It was something else first. Anyone
Was
know?
it?
If you know, drop in the comments. Yeah, because like the Valley, I feel like when it became like a
Oh,
spinoff of that, we're all kind of like, oh, that's interesting. Or maybe we just knew that they were filming because we always knew Reza,
yeah.
Gigi, and MJ were like doing something. Maybe it didn't have a working title at first. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think you are right because I remember when they said it's going to be the Valley Persians. Even I feel weird saying it. I'm like, am I
Right.
allowed to say that?
Right. Exactly. I'm like, okay.
Do I say like I don't know. So it just feels a little odd. But the
Yeah.
trailer looked good. It looked like drama, lots of drama, lots of
Yeah.
Persian drama. So okay.
I'm curious to know if this is gonna be a thing, like if the Valley is gonna be its own like franchise. Is that the
Mm.
route we're going? Like we just going to like different ethnic groups that are there, or like because the Valley is one place. It's not like Real Housewives of Atlanta, Real Housewives of Miami. Like you're going different places. It's all in one
Well,
place. So like,
if they pick another another group of cultures or whatever to do it with, I'll be surprised. But they mean they could.
who
Like
would you?
there's a huge landscape of different cultures and stuff in the valley specifically, but
Right.
I'm almost wondering if they wanted to do a Shaw's spinoff with the ones that they wanted to do the Shaw's spinoff with.
Hmm.
And then they were like, why don't we just make it like for production's sake, like part of the valley? And then like maybe, you know what I mean? Like maybe for like
Yeah.
just to make it happen and to like pay for it or something.
Well, now you got to be careful because, like, now I'm wondering, like, if, okay, so you found a group of like well-to-do black people there, like, what are we gonna call this? Like, don't piss me off. Like, what are we about to name this thing? Like, I don't.
What
I need to.
they workshop. They're like, okay, how about the Valley Black? No, that's not gonna
Like,
work.
nope, 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 not
The
black.
Valley Color. Oh my God, no! What are you
Like,
talking about?
no, never that. No, 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 no. They're like,
No, like what are you like? What could you like?
you're like, you know what?
That's why I
We'll
think
go to
it
another
feels.
group.
That's why I think it feels weird that it's called Persian style because I'm like, are you going to do this with someone else? Asian
Right,
style? Like, are you going to call it that?
right.
You
Which,
know?
ooh, because that's essentially what's that show? Bling Empire. So maybe
Mhm.
they'll do I don't know.
They could do so many things. Like, I'm not opposed to that. I just think it's interesting that they're going to stay in the valley, but that feels like it's because the production company can like make it happen because they're already, you know what I
Right,
mean? That's what that
right.
feels like. As we're like housewives, they go all over. I don't know.
And two feels like a weird number to me. Like if you're gonna do spinoffs,
Mm.
do three because then you can do like one for Q1, Q2, one for Q2, Q3,
Oh,
then
bitch.
one for Q3,
Ah,
Q4. Like
okay.
just go all out. Like get into it.
He said Q2, Q3, Q4.
Me and my corp America.
I love it.
Get out of here.
Did you also at one of the panels, Sutton was asked how it was when Garcelle left, like with Garcelle leaving, what was it like? This dumbass called it like she just talked around it and around it, but she was like, well, we did talk. First, she said we did talk, and she never said I needed to do anything and take accountability or anything, and then we just stopped talking or whatever, which was bullshit. But then she said, now I got to get to know the rest of these women. And it kind of made it seem like she was saying Garcelle was holding her back from getting to know the women.
As if we haven't watched this show for all these years.
Thank you.
Oh,
and I think no one booed, but they could have, and I would have supported that.
Right.
Because like that was just such a tacky thing to say.
And now we're getting conflicting stories because I feel like Garcelle, well, first of all, Garcelle was a hot topic during this panel because like everyone had something to say, which but it feels like Garcelle has said that she has not talked to Sutton, I thought, since the reunion, and she like had no interest in it because she can't apologize for anything. Or did she say she talked to her but she couldn't own up to like something like that? But for Sutton to walk away feeling like, oh, we're good, it's whatever, and I get to go, and no, you're happy because you now get to, just gonna be very frank, but you now get to show up on the show exactly how you wanted to in the first place, which was kissing Kyle's ass, being with the other blonde girlies, and being now you can possibly be the it girl, kind of take over because Kyle Richards every 3 weeks coming out saying, I'm just not sure I'm gonna come back next season. I don't know if I'll come back next season. I don't know if I'll come back. We get that I'm like, okay, Kyle, like I don't know who you're trying to convince, but it's not me. So like leave me alone.
That was so funny because last season they kept showing this like big moment where Kyle was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
As if we were supposed to be like, oh my God, did she quit? But we're like, well, she does that every season.
Every single season, every off season, she does it every like few months. I'm like, okay, who is this for?
Like they kept they kept being like, this is a huge deal. Kyle left. I'm like, she always leaves. Stop showing this teaser. Like, ooh, it's such a big deal.
And I think if I'm not mistaken, she was like there later in the episode too. Like when they went back to like Beverly Hills, it was like, so this wasn't even like an episode cliffhanger. It's like, oh, you're still here, okay.
It's like when someone when a kid runs away all the time and they end up coming back, but Kyle's like, but this time I was gone for a day.
Right. Right.
And I didn't answer my phone right away. And you're like, okay, but you were coming back, right?
Right.
Especially if we know she does come back. By the time the show's out, we know she finished the season. So this is no longer a big climactic, oh my God moment. We're like, but she comes back, right? So
it's not like when someone quits halfway through and then like they don't do press for the new season. No, you're at everything. You're on Kelly Ripa and Mark and Sweat. You're on their show. If Wendy Williams is here, you're doing hers. Like you're everywhere promoting the show. Why are you promoting the show you're not a part of anymore if you quit? Like don't be a weirdo, Kyle.
Don't be a weirdo, Kyle. Candy got a Lifetime Achievement Award, and the cutest part about it was that Riley was on stage with her, and now Riley's got her own show. It was so cute.
I love that. I love Candy getting the praise that she should get. She was what 13? No, what something crazy, 13 years or something like that on Bravo.
And Andy's like, we wanted to do it before she was gone too long.
Yeah.
And that's smart because it's like we can't keep if she's not going to come back because she's probably not coming back. She's like, I'm so good not doing the show ever again.
Exactly. And I love that she always could because she is in that age bracket where like she's still young enough. Like her and Portia aren't that far apart. So like
totally
she could still come back if she wanted to, but I think she's having too good of a run right now. Like life is good for Candy Burris.
She's just got something so outside of all of that. Wendy was there and Karen Huger is there. Wendy was not able to answer really any questions, but we figured that was going to be the case. Because it's an active thing. I haven't seen any Karen Huger updates beyond just like she was there. So
she got cheers and like that.
Yeah.
These two in particular, I felt very differently about, but I'm happy they both like happened. Wendy, I'm very happy she showed up because it makes me hopeful that she will show up to the reunion too.
Oh, okay.
Because I also think that it would be a little hypocritical if she didn't, because like Karen, they kind of were like she should have been here, like whatever. They understand why she's
Oh, yeah,
not,
yeah,
but
yeah,
you should be
totally,
here. So
totally.
I want that moment for her. She should be there. You're going through all this stuff. She'd be one of the few that actually does show up while she's being accused of like these things, to kind of like hold her name up. Even if you can't, because we know there's certain things you can't talk about, but what you can talk about is literally this entire show from start to end. So come talk about it. You can't talk about that one thing, but you can't talk about everything else. So that
Good
made me
point.
hopeful that she'll be there. I do love that. Karen, I don't know why it was so weird to me that like people were applauding as if like, you remember when like Brittany Renner, not Renner, Brittany Griner was like held like in confinement in was it Russia? Was that what
Russia.
she was in Russia for months, and then finally made it back to the United States? It was like, well, no, she just went to jail, and like everyone was like cheering, like, oh my God, Karen, like you persevered. It's like, well, she drunk drove too, but okay, you know what? I'm like, who am I to stop y'all's happiness? I don't want to be that person. So go ahead and cheer for Karen Huger getting out of jail. I'm happy for y'all.
Totally. Speaking of cheering, Mary got she's getting all the love
Yes.
from the which is because Mary just being Mary is perfect there. Like at one point, I don't remember if it was I don't know if it was a panel or what, but Kate Chastain asks Mary how the food was on the yacht, and she said, "So good. Why didn't you marry him?" Brilliant. And
I
Kate was like,
love it.
"Mary."
I love it.
Some people really showed up and like really show out. Lindsay Hubbard looked incredible in her outfits. Like some people really just deliver. Dorinda did something. I swear to God, one day Dorinda got the wrong person's hair, makeup, and wardrobe because she was wearing that high ponytail.
Oh boy.
Like Ramona wore that one season
She looked like a cat.
where Dale was like, this hair, it's very severe. And Ramona's eyes are just like as big as they can be. And she's like, yeah,
right.
look. So that was the hair, and it was like a long ponytail extension in it, which looked bizarre on her. I was like, that can't be. But then it was the dress was a slit all the way up to the booty. And it just was like, that doesn't look like something Dorinda would ever even wear. It also doesn't look like it fit her right.
Exactly.
And Dorinda's just a lot for me. Like, I just really dislike Dorinda too. So I'll kind of take any opportunity to like jab at her.
I always feel like I'm on like the wrong side of history.
I know, me too.
I'm not a Dorinda fan at all. She's one of those people I just find like mean for the sake of being mean. Like it's not even like entertaining me. It's just like you're just a nasty person. Like you.
That's so funny you said mean. Okay, so she did the pod. I think it's
yes.
Did you see that Pod Save America, or a political podcast? And the guy was like, "So you're pretty mean." And she was like, "How am I mean?" And was mean, asking him to explain how she was mean.
Yes. He had to like change the words he was using because she's like, no, I'm this, I'm that. I never done everything I do is in response. And I'm like, oh boy. Ooh.
I was like, abort mission, bro. Like, I don't think did you not watch the show? You can't call her that.
Right.
Jeez.
It's a I want this is such like my reality TV conspiracy mind thinking, but do you think because like normally when we saw Dorinda like on the New York Housewives, she was very different than what she is now. I have to think like her doing the traders with Portia,
thank you,
Candace, Lisa Rinna, who dresses who the hell knows what the hell she's doing now. And there's another housewife who I don't forget who it is, but someone else is on there too. But like, do you think she's like, oh no, I'm very like standing out, not in the way I want to, and so she's trying to go a different direction?
No, because I think Dorinda did you watch her season of Ultimate Girls Trip where it was at Bluestone Manor?
Oh no. Oh yes. Season 2. Oh, that was the best. Yes.
Yeah, okay. She was horrendous to everybody. But like, it's not like later when she was doing press or when she was doing like, it wasn't like she reflected on it and thought like, oh yeah, I was a little much, wasn't I? No. She was like, well, I'm sorry, but maybe Tamra shouldn't have said blah, blah, blah. Like she just, Dorinda does not get self-reflective at all.
I actually think she's one of those people. There are a few, but she's one of those people I feel like is a direct product of the fan base because I
100%.
yes, I feel like people have encouraged her to be nasty for so long because they love those nasty moments that now she doesn't even know how to like be decent at all. They're like she's just truly like, oh, they love me. They love when I do like this. They love when I do that. They love when I get a little drunk and slide and like, and it's like, oh boy, like I
100%.
no growth, no growth.
You know who else is, I hate to say this too, but who else is feeling like that is Tamra. I have not watched the reunions. I wanted to like catch up. I'm like, I can't. I
I see the
literally,
clips online.
cannot stand any of these people anymore.
Mhm.
And Emily, all of them. But
Yeah.
the clips I've seen from the reunion, Tamara just looks like she's being so like nasty and like vicious.
And
And it makes me feel like one time when she was on Watch What Happens Live, when she was asked about being mean or something, she said, I have to be, that's what you guys want me to be for the show. And Andy got like a little annoyed. He's like, that's nope, that's not the case. You don't have to be like this. So I feel like she's kind of also gotten confused by the fan base or whatever and has like stopped being, I hate to say it, but I do think Tamra and her podcast and whatever, it is a conflict doing.
Yeah. It's different when it's
Because she
like
covers all the other shows. So she's still like very much a part of the entire Bravo verse
yes.
and in a different capacity, but then is also a cast member of a show. And it says like, I don't think they can work anymore, but I'm assuming she's going to be coming back because Vicky is officially announced to be back. I know I might just be like too woke for Orange County, but I was not excited. I'm not excited about that. I'm like, why are we platforming Vicky Gunvalson at this point? She's like a Trump supporter, anti-vaxxer. I'm done with all that.
Vicky, every time she makes a comment about anything, it's always like incredibly negative and incredibly like self-aggrandizing. It's always like, I'm the first one. Y'all forget. And it's like, girl, nobody forget. You won't let us forget. So like we couldn't forget if we wanted to. So like calm down. Everything is this gross overreaction. And even her, now she's in the podcast space. So it's like, it's now if we wanted to turn back from like that, we couldn't. Everybody on every show has a podcast now talking about the shows, and it's like,
yeah. So I wasn't excited, but everybody else seemed to be. So but that happens to us all the time. Maybe we shouldn't cover Bravo shows anymore. I don't know. We're like the worst possible podcasters for this topic.
Literally, everyone else is like, "Oh, this is great." And I'm like, "Oh no!" Oh, I thought we were moving in a good direction. Here we go. OC in particular, though, they're very hell bent on looking backwards. I don't know if it's because they're approaching like this is the 20th year or whatever. But like, it feels like I don't know. Every other show feels like they're going forward, like at full steam. Like Atlanta, new people. They got a couple OGs like in there, like around the show or whatever. But they're going forward. Miami, I don't know. They had to go forward because they rebooted. Like it's all this kind of stuff. Like Roni rebooted. New Jersey is rebooting. All this, but it's like OC. They're like, no, we got no. They're like holding on.
No, I'm surprised they're not doing a full reboot of Orange County because after this season,
it's a lot.
Because one of the things, and I remember Andy said about Miami and why Miami first went off back in the day was because for the first time, or in a rare thing, also this happened to Roni too. The ratings dropped for the reunion, and he's like, "That's what made us think." And that happened to Roni too. They had that awful. They didn't even do the reunion that year.
Yeah,
because it was like they knew the ratings were so bad they couldn't justify like the money that we were going to spend on it. So if that's like the case, I would think that like Orange County has. I mean, I've stopped watching, but you know what? I forget that there are a whole lot of other people that still watch that show. So.
Yeah, I'm like you. I tapped out. It got to a certain point. I was like, oh, we just doing shit now. And like, I don't like it when it feels like the cast members are at the reins. Like it feels like they are producing, editing, and like whatever. Like they're the stage people, the boom mic guy. Like they're everything on the show, and I don't like that.
That's a great way to put it. That's what Tamra feels like now, especially because she has been talking about other franchises and stuff for the podcast, and like she can speak from a place of like, I've done the shows and I know. So you can see her like kind of doing that. Like, what's what we need to make the show work? And I'm like, well, I don't know.
What change do you think they need to make next season? You think
I mean,
you were saying
honestly,
full reboot?
I was gonna say full entire reboot. But like you said, it's the original one, so they probably don't want to do that. And so they probably like that's probably the exact reason why they're like, no, we can't do a reboot of the 20th season.
Well, I just caught a comment that correct me, just Kelly. She said, that's a great point, Kendrick. They are looking backwards. Maybe that explains the terrible fashion. Well, points made.
Points were made.
Yep.
Did anything else happen that's popping up in your mind? I think I got the stuff that stuck out to me.
The Atlanta panel was fantastic.
Oh, the Atlanta panel was good.
Let me tell you something. I want Shamia to get a glam squad so bad. Like if I had one wish, it wouldn't be to like bring these cast members back or do this or that. It would be that she gets a glam team, because I don't know what Shamia does when she walks out of the house, but she's always happy with it. She, you know, style is personal. I will say that, but I think she's one person that's like, I can do this, I can do that. I just need you to do this. And it's like, oh, you don't know that like everything you have on and your makeup and hair, everything's competing with each other. They're not working together. And she's that person. I don't know what that, shout out to Vanessa of Reality Recap. She said that when Shamia had on that blue, like shiny hat with the dress that matched, like she looked like a children's jamboree mat. Like that's exactly what she looked like. And I was like, boy, Shamia, I don't know what you would think with Portia being your best friend, we could do a little better, but you can tell y'all are on the outs, because boy, oh boy.
All I saw from the Atlanta panel was a little feud with Drew and Shamia, and Kelly was kind of getting involved. Was there anything else?
That was a good thing. Portia talked a lot about the upcoming season. Andy confirmed that K. Michelle is a housewife.
That's right. He did that accidentally.
Yes, and I do love that. I've explained before, but like I'm excited about that addition now. When it first was announced, I was like, oh no. But then, you know that's coming from a diehard. I love K. Michelle's music. I love her as a reality TV star. But I didn't want this mix. Now I'm fully on board. So,
okay.
Yeah, I'm fully I'm fully into it. I'm there. I can't wait to talk about it. Like all of that. Angela and Portia are very good. They're on the same page and like they kind of said, so I like that. When Andy was naming all the cast members, he named everybody that like we've been hearing about. So like not just this whole cast, but he's like, yeah, Phaedra's back, and Cynthia's in the mix, and Portia, Angela, Shamia, Kelly. He was like, he got K. Michelle, Pinky's in there. Like he's naming everybody. I'm like, God damn, that's a lot of like a lot of people. I'm assuming, if I had to guess, I'm assuming Pinky and Cynthia are friends of, and then everybody else is probably a main character. Had you told me Kelly had got knocked down to a friend, I would have been okay with that. But I think that Shamia needs a Greek chorus, and that it feels like that's what she wants to be for her. So that's gonna be annoying as fuck for 20 episodes. But
I agree with you completely on that.
Yeah, I will say
totally been knocked down a friend of.
Totally. Somebody earlier, I meant to call that when I saw it, but somebody commented on Kelly's look at BravoCon. I actually, this might go to show you like how out of touch I thought that was one of like the best she's ever looked, because I think Kelly usually looks a mess. A mess. And I actually thought, I was like, oh, this doesn't offend me. This is actually okay. Like maybe the bar is in hell though. I don't know.
This doesn't offend me.
Right. I'm not offended looking at this. Okay.
My eyes don't hurt when I look at it. Like at the reunion, the reunion look was like, get the camera off her.
Ooh, that was a lot.
Just like I can't even. It was too much.
And I think at the reunion, she called herself the most fashionable too. I was like, oh
my God, did she?
Yes, I was like, oh, we've lost the plot. Okay, plot lost. All right,
honey. All right, let's get into Salt Lake City.
Okay.
Otherwise, we'll never get there.
Supersized episode.
Okay, so I did not see this when it came out. But I popped up on my Instagram feed and then I went and searched it out. Did you know that Robert Jr. was arrested again?
Recently?
Yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me read this. This article is from September 12th.
Oh.
Yeah. The son of Real Housewives Salt Lake City star Mary Cosby was arrested and accused of assault and trespassing last week. So, okay, I know. Robert Clinton Cosby, Robert Jr., was arrested Sunday by the 22-year-old was charged with assault, failure to stop at the command of an officer, criminal trespass of a dwelling, and 3 counts of violation of a jail release court order, according to a complaint filed Wednesday. Yeah. So, according to the document, Cosby was arrested on September 5th on a misdemeanor domestic violence matter involving his wife, who was identified as AS. So, the woman we saw on the show.
Them actually being married is so crazy to me.
I know.
Wait, smile.
Hold on. Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. Upon his release from custody on Saturday morning, the 22-year-old was issued a jail release agreement prohibiting him from contacting AS or going to her residence. He is accused of violating this order by sending her multiple text messages. The court document states that Cosby also allegedly attempted to break into his father-in-law's home on Sunday through a dog door. Where his wife lives. Officials said in the document that Cosby then assaulted his father-in-law, and that when an officer yelled for him to stop and get on the ground, he did not comply. The father-in-law told an officer that Cosby allegedly punched him multiple times, and the officer observed red marks on the man's ears and torso, as well as a laceration to his left ear. So Cosby was taken in. He was released on Wednesday. So he was taken in like on what was that, a Sunday? And then released that Wednesday on a $5,000 bond.
I couldn't wrap my head around stepfather for some reason. I was like, wait, who is that? And
no, father-in-law, like his wife's father.
Because that was not resonating with me.
Okay, so hold on. On Friday, a pre-trial protective order was issued for 2 people identified as Alexiana Smokoff, I don't know how to say her name, and Shad Stoker against Cosby. So that would be, I'm assuming, her father, and then who was ordered not to contact them or go to their home. Let me see what else we got. The preacher said, Robert Cosby has a criminal record dating to 2020 that includes driving under the influence, possession of a controlled substance, giving false personal identity to a peace officer, and driving with a suspended or revoked license. So I did not know that happened.
I completely admit. I feel like when I see those stories about him, because I feel like I probably swiped past it, I always assume it's an older story. So I'm like, oh, this is nothing I need to
That's what I thought too.
Look at. So I probably paid no attention to it at all. That's crazy.
I know. Re-arrest. And I was like, but then it means something happened. So there was a domestic violence issue with the wife. And then he went out after he got out of jail. He went and tried to see her again and then beat up her dad. Yikes. This was in September. I'm just surprised I didn't even know about it. Did any of you guys know about it?
They're saying yeah, but they're saying mostly yes, but someone just said that
there's another arrest in November. Now, please, that's I don't know if that is I don't know if that's this one that's being repeated as if it's now, because I tried to find 1109. I see what you're saying. Oh yeah, something happened 1109. If you're looking at a screenshot of what looks to be a police filing report, I don't know if that's a legitimate filing. I think that might be a doctored post. Okay. Because I tried to look up that one November, but all I was getting was September, and this is exactly what is all of those things I just said was what was on that post that said it was November. That's what caught my eye. I was like, November. And then she said BravoCon, but no. Yeah.
Someone said they heard that he went to BravoCon with her, and Brandy said that he was arrested this past weekend and accused of biting an officer.
I think
Did you hear that?
No. Okay. If Brandy, if you can find that, because that's what I thought. I thought it was something else. So I thought that would have made this one, the September one, and I saw a third one, and in addition to something else. But I can't find. It looks like that arrest is the exact same one, and that's being reported that happened on November. So I just wanted
well,
to
a lot of
double
people
check.
probably missed it then.
Yeah, I wanted to double check before I talked about it because I wasn't sure if that was too. But so I can only find like technically the one from September, and it matches the exact description of what they said happened in November. I don't know if dates got mixed up or whatever. But if you can find an article or something that has that all broken down, not a Reddit thread and not just an Instagram post, because I get screwed up with that all the time.
Kelly, we need you here every single Sunday because we just be saying stuff. Kelly says, I'm in law school. I will look up on docket.
Look at that. Kelly. Yes.
Kelly, we need you all the time. Be here every Sunday.
Thank you, Kelly. Look it up on the docket.
Yes.
Fuck yeah. I love the docket. That's right.
Robert Clinton Cosby.
There we go.
There we go.
Let me take out my spacer so I can get into this content.
All right. Ooh, y'all ready for Salt Lake City?
Okay, so I have to do an amazing shout out because we're going to talk about this plane episode. There's this creator. Her name is Lizzie Loop.
Okay.
And she did she did content about what Meredith really did on the plane. Like you'll see, she's doing an impression of Meredith, but it is so good that I need you all to see it. Hold on, I thought I had it. But I don't have it. Here it is. Here it is.
Wow. I'm sure you love being with the big girls in first class, Brittany. Take your seat now. Take your seat now. This vile creature who happens to be sitting right perpendicular to me at this particular time is an absolute disgrace. I think I have another Chardonnay.
Oh, no.
You're a child, and I will treat you as a child does. I will kick your seat however I want. I am talking now, Brittany. And if I want to drink a Chardonnay, I can drink a Chardonnay. Brittany, I have actually had enough now. I am done. She should not even be offered the Biscoff cookies. She doesn't deserve it. I'm so sorry to say. You can turn around and go back to the cockpit. And truthfully, I am disengaged. Everybody should know, lock your doors at night. Brittany is on the loose. Wow.
That was 10 out of 10. That was perfect.
It's like, I feel like that's exactly what happened.
It was so spot on that it almost made me think that was what happened. So her kicking the chair was the cherry on top. That was perfect.
Oh my God. It's so the way that the way she like leads up to like the way her Meredith's voice changes is so good too. Oh wow. Let's watch it again. Let's watch it one more time. I love it. It's so good.
Wow. I'm sure you love being with the big girls in first class, Brittany. Take your seat now. Take your seat now. This vile creature who happens to be sitting right perpendicular to me at this particular time. Is
so
an
good.
absolute disgrace. I think I have another Chardonnay. You're a child, and I will treat you as a child does. I will kick your seat however I want. I am talking now, Brittany. And if I want to drink a Chardonnay, I can drink a Chardonnay. Brittany, I have actually had enough now. I am done. She should not even be offered the Biscoff cookies. She doesn't deserve it. I'm so sorry to say. You can turn around and go back to the cockpit. And truthfully, I am disengaged. Everybody should know, lock your doors at night. Brittany is on the loose. Wow.
So good.
That was the way she's dressed, everything about that is perfect.
The mannerisms, the way because Meredith, like her body goes in so many weird places when she's
the
just
look
all
off
over
too.
The place.
When she's telling you how and I think you did, and she looks off this way. I think you did that, and I'm like, oh boy.
Oh my God, that is so good. Lizzie Loop is her name. LIZZIELOUP. Go follow her. And Andy even commented on it. He just put wow. Because he's like, that is good. That is exactly what happened. All righty.
Perfect.
Well done.
Perfect.
All right.
Whew.
to this episode. We're still on this yacht. Jason leads the women in a morning yoga session.
Mm-hmm.
While they're in the middle of this yoga session, Heather asks Britt, how are you doing? And here's the thing about Brittany. You know when like a kid falls, you're not supposed to say anything because then they just like,
look away. Look away.
If you keep indulging Brittany, she will take the opportunity to milk it.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I mean, and just whiplash and just disproportionate responses to what I do and other people do the same thing. And Heather's right. She's like, I think you need to be prepared for a mountain of shit when you tell a woman that her husband is cheating based on a TikTok.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brittany has wanted a fight with Meredith so bad since the first episode. She was like, I will have it. I need the moment. Give it to me now. And so she's not done. She's going to keep trying. But the thing that kills me is when you start to say, I was asking out of concern when we know that's not what you're asking.
No, she came into the season with a mission. Last year, she looked very pathetic because she was the one kind of taking all the punches, the jabs, the the slut hair, not slut hair. What was it called?
The high body count hair.
The high body count hair, like everything. She was taking all the punches. And this season, she came in with a mission to throw some herself. Like it's so obvious that like that's what she wants to do, and she wants to like make us think that like, no, I'm still the same Brittany. I'm just very concerned about these ladies. I want them to know if their husband's doing something. They should probably know that. Like, no, sis. We know what's happening.
I also like how they keep kind of reminding her, we don't really know you. Like, you're not like when she was like, Angie, why didn't you have me list your house? And she's like, well, my daughter's godmother is doing that because I don't know you. Why would I? Okay. Anyway.
I swear before that moment, I had no idea she was in real estate. I had no idea.
No.
When she said that,
I'm like, is she? I don't
right.
know. But anyway, Bronwyn then goes to Meredith's room with the unicorn, and they come up with the idea together to throw the unicorn overboard. And Bronwyn is determined to have a moment in one of her blow-up costumes. So she pitches the idea to Meredith, and it's super windy, and the inflatable costumes might have like been a bad idea.
Yeah.
But the only thing I thought when they were doing this was I was like, why are you throwing trash in the ocean? That's all I thought about. I was just like, we do enough to the ocean, like not even on purpose. It's just like, that's where the trash goes sometimes. So it's like, why are you throwing that in the water? Like where the animals live.
Should have hid it somewhere on the boat that no one was going to find until after y'all were long gone.
Yeah, but like throwing it in the ocean. And so I can't wait to see their POV, the below deck crew's POV, because I kind of feel like it's got to be a thing where you don't pollute the water that you are, you know what I mean? Like they really respect the ocean. So I almost wonder if it was like, or they thought it was an accident, but I just can't imagine them being cool with like throwing a full stuffed animal for like a whale to choke on.
Because I'm trying to think, like they were there when Bronwyn, like I think the day before, woke up like out there on the beach furniture, whatever. They were there for that, but did we see anyone out there when they threw it in the ocean?
No, but they might have seen it because like when they're below deck and they're like cooking, they've seen stuff through the window and they're like, did someone just throw that overboard? I mean, they're obviously like, I think they were probably trying to like dock the ship and stuff like that. So you're looking at the ocean, it's just like, that's not good. Like that's all I cared about because I'm like, the ocean has already got it hard enough.
Leave the ocean alone.
You don't need to put this thing. But also, let's talk about what this stuffed animal says, because Mary points this out in the after show, and she's right. It says, "Good night, baby, you are loved." And Mary said in the after show, "Not even I love you." Good point. You are loved? Like, thanks. You know, it's not like I love you. Nope, you are loved.
The word love, I don't care what anyone says, semantics matter. Okay. If someone says, I love you, and you're like, love you, it's like, oh, wait a minute, that's different. Hold on, that's different, but okay, I'll let it slide this one time. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah. Clock it, Mary.
So this is their last breakfast on the boat, and no one is even talking. So Whitney asks Meredith how her toe is, and honestly, when we find out that Meredith kicked the corner of her shower and hurt her toe, I related very much to that.
Yes. I told you, your ankles and feet, like you are like prone to it.
It's like I can't help myself. So I was like, I could see it. I could totally see it, especially if it's like a little tiny riser, like a little step of like stone, you know. I can just see the whole thing. Yep, totally get it. So Meredith says that she's going to need to see a doctor when she gets back. And then she goes, but don't worry, I'm a survivor. I can handle a lot of hatred coming at me, and looks at Brittany. Brittany she tries to take another moment here. But Meredith wants to focus on Whitney. And Meredith is now talking about Brittany. This little pea brain behind me that I barely know.
I don't know why calling her a pea brain was so funny. It's so stupid.
And but this is the thing that gets me crazy about Brittany. She's just not good at this performance.
Yeah.
So she's like, I literally say one thing that I saw, and you call me a pea brain. God, get it together. But Meredith continues to talk only to Whitney, and Brittany continues to chime in. And Whitney's explaining that, like, I didn't co-sign the TikTok, but Meredith is now flicking her hair, trying to get Brittany with it. But now Brittany really needs to sell it. So Brittany's like, it's a double standard that everyone can talk about everything else, but I bring it up out of kindness and concern. I'm like, well, you can't say you're gonna lose. You can't,
mistake once again. No.
But here, Meredith is like unhinged here at this breakfast. Like, if you're asking me, like, Meredith doesn't look great here either. Like, so Meredith being so opposed to having freaked out a little too much on the plane is hilarious to me, because I'm like, Meredith, we're watching you right now in broad daylight in front of everybody. Because then she starts being like, here comes the liar. Here comes the liar, everybody. Here comes the liar.
It for some reason, it cracks me up that she is someone who has the vernacular of a lawyer, but like these are the insults that like she gives to people like that. You're such a pea brain, or you're here
this
she got like right. There's such low hanging fruit. I'm like, I would expect you to be like, not Phaedra Parks, because like Phaedra's a lawyer too, but like I would expect like, I don't know, you to be able to like weave words together in a way that like I wouldn't expect. But she's just like, she takes it to kindergarten every time. She's like, look at this fucking doo-doo head over here who's saying it's like, okay, Meredith.
Brittany wants this scene with Meredith so bad. So she starts to demonstrate how Meredith was like flicking her hair, but Meredith doesn't know that that's what she's doing. So Meredith just feels her touch her, and she goes, if you touch me. And then Brittany's like, no, you touched me. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. I want all of this to happen right now. Bronwyn's now trying to get Brittany to calm down. Question, did anyone notice this? What's on Brittany's like arm and chest? They look like burns or something.
Someone commented on this. I saw online. So no, you're not the only person that noticed. I don't know if anyone in the chat
knows.
did,
like, was this addressed?
I have no idea. I don't think she addressed it.
Like at first it looked like hickeys. I thought she had like hickeys on her chest.
Oh,
at first, but then I noticed they were also on her arm, and I was like, "What is that like a?"
The zombie tattoos is what they're saying.
Oh, well done, guys. Thank you. Thank you. Damn it! I was like, guys, she might have burned herself multiple times. Fine. Well done, guys.
There you go.
Whitney and Meredith have now switched seats, because Meredith doesn't want to sit by. I don't want to sit by someone who's filled with hate. But I'm cracking up that the stews there have to like help move the plates around. So they're witnessing as Meredith is like, I'm not gonna sit next to someone who has hate in their heart. And then they're just like, okay, so where are you gonna sit down? Because I gotta put your plate down.
Exactly.
And like we're about to get you off this boat, and we need you off this boat. Let's talk about that, by the way. This was the first charter of their season for Below Deck Down Under. That really changes it, because if you don't watch Below Deck, you don't know, like the first charter, just because the crew's different all the time, unless maybe you have the same captain and the same first or head stew or chief stew or whatever it is. But usually it's like you're getting to know people. And so, and it's a lot. You're basically living with people on a boat, trying to take care of these high maintenance individuals. Like, it's always stressful. The first one is like getting the kinks out, but the fact that this was their first one.
Ooh, that's gonna be massive ratings too, because everybody's gonna want to see what happens here.
And I'm like, I have to give a shout out. I posted on social media about it, but Daisy, the chief, she worked her ass off because she had to keep 2 shows afloat. She had to keep it moving for her show and make it happen, like provide the service. But then she also had to like make sure Salt Lake City got their content as well. And she didn't get to have any fun. She didn't get to enjoy it at all. All, because there was just so much shit for her to be doing. What I really noticed it was when Angie hurt her hand and they're like, ow, ow. And Daisy goes to get like first aid stuff. And she just goes, Jesus Christ, or something like that. She's like, and I thought like, oh yeah, like she's the one who has to deal with all this, even though this is fun and entertaining. She's like, I have to still, like, I'm the one in charge. So yeah, Daisy, shout out, girl.
Shout out to Daisy, and shout out to Kelly too. Kelly Kale, she's coming through. She looked it up in I forgot what's the name. I forgot the docket. She looked it up. She said Robert was arrested on November 10th. It's new, and she's looking for more. She said same things, including assault of peace officer.
Wow, so that's bad.
Jeez.
Okay, so now it's official. Because I was like, I don't want to say anything slanderous if it didn't seem like that, but fuck.
Kelly says she's also willing to. She says she'll email you about being the official correspondence for legality.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Absolutely.
reach out. Yes,
we're so into that. Yes. I'm down.
Love it.
All right, Angie can't wait to point this out.
No.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm cracking up that the suicide. I missed a part of my thing. Meredith, though, as she's switching, she's saying things like, "If you guys want to support her, I'll be done with you too." Which is such a bold statement. Don't do that.
Bold.
Don't do that. Don't do that. But I feel like she said it and she almost like didn't really want to say it. But once she started to say it, she's like, I have to commit to it. Because I feel like even I saw a tinge of Meredith knowing, okay, even I know I'm being a little ridiculous.
Right.
But like I've already said it, so I have to say it.
This group, I feel like that literally will only work with like Lisa Barlow because you're really like her only, like really her last lifeline on this group. So she's like, well, yep, I get it. Oh, nope, Brittany, no, she's weird. I'll do that. But everyone else is like, girl, like get the hell out of here, Meredith. We're not doing that. Yeah. You don't have that kind of power in this group. Sorry.
Well, yeah. And then Angie just can't wait to point this out. She's like, well, if we're not going to support Brittany, then we can't support Gout Dick. Remember that? I don't think anyone should forget that line that Lisa said. All right.
Angie just glad she's feeling better and can get in the shit now. She's like, I'm just happy to throw as much mess around as I can now that I'm not physically throwing up anymore.
Now, when Bronwyn asked Mary to say something as a woman of God. Oh my God. And Mary's like, they're not going to listen. They're not going to listen to God.
Right.
Oh my God. All right. Well, it's time for them to say their goodbyes. Jason says it perfectly. He's like, I'm sure meeting you individually is great, but all together, it's like a hurricane, a good hurricane, but a hurricane. I'm like, it was just pure chaos for you guys, I bet.
Right. Nothing good about it. So,
so the ladies, they're walking off, and then Daisy goes, oh my gosh, I forgot something, and runs back in to get the unicorn. And I need to know like that. I'm like, did you really forget that?
Or did you wait for this moment right here?
Because now it's like a whole thing where Brittany can play victim. And
you know what, though? It might go with what you said earlier, because now Daisy's like, you know what? I haven't had my fun all damn week. I'm about to have my fun right now. Here we go. Let me ruin your lives just like you ruined mine. So here you go. Found this.
Yeah. Enjoy that mess on the flight back. But Bronwyn is going to go with like it's just a joke vibe, but Meredith is being really sinister. She's like, he looked like he needed a dip in the ocean. You got tanner and makeup all over him. So, okay, girl.
Goodness.
Brittany's confessional is so ridiculous. She's nearly in tears over this unicorn about how like it was a sentimental thing. And Jared went through a lot of trouble to get me that unicorn. Shut up.
No, he didn't. Like you can literally get on the internet without leaving your couch and get that.
And he just wanted to be present on the show and talked about it on the show. That's why he's doing this stuff. Okay.
Weirdo.
And also, did you see he's at BravoCon?
Of course he's at BravoCon.
And she was like, we're not together in one of her panels that she did, but then they're there. I'm like, I can't even look at these videos of her. I just shut up.
Goodness.
So the editors then here, they throw in this nice dramatic transition. It's like an aerial visual along with like the ominous music that they always play when something has happened, like when Jen Shaw got arrested.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Heather's voiceover. Before we even got on the plane,
Always
Meredith was
Heather.
completely out of her mind at the airport. It's so dramatic. So dramatic. Angie's like, we were all uncomfortable. She was yelling and screaming and crying because Brittany talked about her marriage. Right there, I was like, so I don't even need to see it. Meredith was drunk and took a sleeping pill.
Yep.
And got on a loop and couldn't get off the loop.
Yep.
And doesn't remember the whole flight.
That literally, to me, when they, like, I don't know what the big like argument was in terms of like, did this happen, did it not? Like, I was completely from the jump. I was like, oh, this happened 100%. For sure. It might be like varying levels, but yeah, this happened.
But then here's the thing: the worst person you could do this to is Brittany, because she's been looking for the moment, for her moment, and she got it. Like, let's not forget what she did when she recorded them and they got mad at her. She was in a puddle of tears, hysterically crying, and Whitney followed her outside of the van and tried to talk to her, but was still like, okay, but did you record us? And she's like, you can look through my phone. You can look through my deleted. Like freaking out. She likes to get in positions where she's the victim. And so you handed her exactly what she wanted. All right.
Amit, very good point. How was there no video footage? Production and cast were in first class too.
Exactly.
I don't expect like them to pull out the big camera, but y'all have phones. I know a lot of people were asleep, but like,
and they've done that.
The
too.
Mormon wives would never.
We've seen plane fights that are like on a cell phone footage because of that. So we know that they can do that.
And I know you're only like to episode 5, I think, of Mormon Wives, right?
Thank you for knowing that and not spoiling it.
I know, but there's one episode that heavily relies on phone footage. You might.
I saw that episode.
Okay, yeah. So
I really appreciated them for that. They were like,
really appreciated it.
Because Taylor Frankie Paul was like, oh, we figured what was going on. So I said, bust out your phones, everyone, get them all out. That's a real professional.
We give influencers shit a lot of times, but this is one of the times I'm like, you know what? Good for y'all. Good for your mentality to know you need to start recording. Everybody pull your phones out. We're going to get some shots right now. Good for y'all.
So good. Okay, but next they show on the screen a text message from Meredith to Heather. And Meredith says, I'm livid, which... Okay, sorry. I'm just like, Meredith was in the middle of this, was also texting Heather, like, I'm livid.
Right.
What?
When I see these shows too, am I the only person that actually turns my phone on airplane mode, or y'all just like immediately connect the Wi-Fi to like, because you can't, like, what's happening to where everyone always is texting on flights? Because I'm always like, no, get the hell out of here. I'm okay. I don't need anything to interfere with this flight.
I never travel with someone that I would be texting.
No, like my cousins, like we'll text like before the plane takes off, as the plane's landing, but like never during. Like I'm like, okay, no, we're gonna go sleep. It's okay, do your thing. But like, is that what people are doing? Are they connecting to Wi-Fi? I guess I thought it was like to watch movies. I didn't know you could like iMessage on the plane to people. I guess that makes sense though. I don't know. That's
Mary says Meredith started reliving what Brittany had said and spiraled about it for hours. And I'm like, yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's exactly what it sounds like. And Brittany's like, someone grabbed my seat and shook it, and wine splashed and my hair was pulled. Hair pulling is a whole different thing. I'm like, can you explain that? Like, what do you mean? Was it one of those accidental things where like, as you're standing up, like you pull someone's hair, or was someone really tugging at your fucking hair?
Right.
That's different than what I'm trying to say. Okay. Whitney's like, they wanted my phone. They wanted to know if I had the TikTok on my phone. They wanted Brittany's phone, and they wanted everyone's phones to see this TikTok. I can see all of that. All of it. I could see Lisa being like, show us your phone.
Right.
Show us your phone. You deserve this. Okay. You fucked up by talking about her marriage. Okay. So I could see all of it.
Yep.
Well, also, why the fuck didn't Brittany move seats?
Right. Like, you're on here with the cast. Like, just go to Mary. Like, somebody would have traded with
Heather.
Right.
Or Mary, like Mary, which comes up. We'll get to that later. Maybe no one wanted to switch. I was like, this is the exact seat I wanted. I'm not switching. I don't know. But I was just like, it seems like that would have been the logical thing to do. Like, she's going to keep talking about me. I'm going to go fucking sit somewhere else. And also then Meredith, I mean, if anyone's ever taken a sleeping pill and stayed awake and been drinking, you know how nuts you get.
Ooh.
Like, I've had many phone conversations that I don't remember, and they're like, you were just saying some weird shit. I'm like, because I took an Ambien and then you called and I had to stay up to talk to you. And I was like, what? So it makes you loopy and weird, and you don't remember. You definitely don't remember the whole thing. But then Lisa explains that Brittany was right in front of her, and she's like, I grabbed the armrest and just said, Brittany, give her the fucking TikTok. That's it. And then I sat back. Lisa has a tendency to get physical, though. I've even noted this before. Like, she has a tendency to get like right up in someone's face and like, you know what I mean? And like, so that it doesn't surprise me that Lisa like did touch her maybe too much, because she'll do that in general. So doesn't surprise me.
They're making good points in the comments. Multiple people are saying they can't believe that production wouldn't step in like during this moment. Like, if it truly got like this bad, like, and someone said with multiple lawsuits too, like happening, why wouldn't you actively just say like, you know what, you come sit here, you sit here, and let's all just like cooler heads prevail.
Yes. But I'm kind of convinced production hates Brittany. She makes their job so hard. Like during the reunion last year when she was like, I should be out there, guys. I should still be out there. They're like, oh my fucking God. Go back in the damn green room.
Right.
Like, you know, it's like I feel like production was like, because also she's always crying. She's always upset. She's always making a big deal out of something. So that also leads me to think that it couldn't have been that bad.
Right. And you've been known for recording, like someone said in the comments, you've known for recording the group. Like, why not record this moment, if anything, even if it's just a second, like just a second, record this moment so like you have proof about like, what she was doing. Like, I don't.
Thank you.
A lot is insane right now. I don't know.
Thank you. Meredith at one point, this is what she says. I vented to Lisa about Brittany. I never engaged with Brittany. Let me be very clear. I never spoke to Brittany. I never touched Brittany. As we were landing and Lisa woke up, I talked to her about it for 10 more minutes, maybe. Let me hear you right. Let me put this in perspective. That is your tame version of what you did, Meredith. But let's point out that when Lisa woke up, meaning like hours, some time had gone by, and you picked right back up where you started.
Right.
Something tells me that Mary, when she later tells you it was not 10 minutes, it was not half an hour, it was a while, that's accurate.
Right.
Okay. When Lisa woke back up, you were like, I'm not done. And then another thing Brittany did. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, come on. So, of course, Brittany was sobbing, and now it says 2 days later. And Mary and Bronwyn get lunch, and Mary's like, you are so smart for not traveling with us. Yep. Whitney and Justin, they go golfing, and Whitney says that Lisa was yelling, you fucked up, Brittany, you fucked up, Brittany. And then, which I can see, I can just see, I can see the pointing, I could see it, I could see the face, I could see all of it.
This is so crazy to me, all this happening in first class too. Like, are y'all kidding me?
I know.
Calm down.
But now Lisa and John are driving in the car while she eats Wendy's. And I really think that she's contractually obligated to eat Wendy's at least once a season.
Yes.
You know, because she's just like, and she always makes me want Wendy's. Whenever they get Wendy's, I'm like, I'm getting Wendy's tonight. Like, that's what has to happen.
I literally, because I was like, is that sweet and sour sauce? What is it? What's she dipping that in? I was like, ooh, that looks
I needed
good.
to know. And I was like, I need to do this myself. I'm gonna get some chicken. Let's just do it. But Lisa says, I've never seen Meredith that upset. Which is it's impossible. Like, that's impossible.
Because you've gotten her to that level before. So you've seen her upset like this.
We have seen Meredith lose her mind.
Yes. To the point where she starts talking in a British accent. She's so mad. We've seen it. Like,
she walked up to the server of the restaurant and was like, security, I'd like to have her removed. I'd like to have her escorted out of here, please. Thank you. And they were like, I can get you more water. Like, I don't know.
Right. Because it
So
was the
yeah.
waiter. He was like, I don't know what you want me to do right now.
Yeah,
That's
he
not my
was like, we
job.
don't have like
Like,
security here. Like, this is not like a
right.
bouncer or something. So, like, we've seen Meredith lose her mind. But I
Yeah.
also feel like John, the way John was asking questions, it sort of seemed like he knew, like, Meredith sounds like she was too much.
Yeah.
But then, like, Lisa was kind of like trying to backtrack for her or something. Like, I was like, oh, okay. I could tell John's like, well, could Brittany hear her? I don't know. I don't know if she could hear. Well, she was right in front of you.
Right.
All right. Now Heather meets up with Brittany for lunch. And this is when I was like, oh, Brittany is milking this whole thing.
I want to give my opinion about that too.
Please.
Because I want to know yours. Well, I think I know yours, but there is something. Brittany, I don't know if she's like ready for the big leagues. Like I really do actually enjoy her on this show. Like whether she's the punching bag or she's trying to do like whatever. I enjoy her like in this cast dynamic because it's so weird. But you're not ready to do what you think you're ready to do, because my opinion, you cannot, like, I understand, like, if Meredith did all this on the flight,
Totally.
like, geez, Meredith, calm the hell down. But also what you can't do is like do all of this to someone, like accuse them of getting cheated on by their husband, want a TikTok, like all this kind of stuff, bring it up in front of the group, in front of everyone, try to embarrass her, and then cry because that person's pissed off about it. Like
Exactly.
those two things don't mesh together. So you doing this whole tour of you crying and being like, oh, Heather, I've never felt this way before in my life. I've
hardly slept. I haven't eaten.
Right.
I can feel the trauma in my body.
I'm like, okay, well, now we're doing, but then Heather, you of course are like so into this because like now you're like, well, Lisa, she's gonna find a way to like to bring Lisa into it. It's like, oh well, Lisa, they're doing this to you and this and that, but also like Heather, it doesn't help that Heather keeps saying that like she was asleep for most of the flight too, because I'm like, okay, we need another perspective, not just yours. I need to hear other people. So then when everyone else kept saying it, I was like, okay, now like I already believed it, but like now this is actual credence. But like Heather being the one who said she was asleep the entire time, going to Brittany, the one who was like the most dramatic on the planet, I'm like, this POV I didn't need. That adds nothing to anything. That's just for the sake of like reality TV, right?
But also, Heather fought with Lisa hard on the yacht.
Mm-hmm.
She was mad at Meredith for not having her back, even though there was no reason for her to think that was going to happen.
Right.
So I feel like this is also just so perfectly opportunistic for Heather to pile on to them and make them the bad guy.
Yep.
But
yep.
It's so over the top.
Mm-hmm.
The way Heather's like the way Heather's talking about it. Also, at one point, she does what you pointed out before. Brittany said something about there being hair pulling, and Heather goes, "What happened when Meredith got up from her seat?"
Yeah.
Like, oh, so what happened when she got up from her seat, and that's when you were like setting her up. You're like, well, yeah, let's recap that for the cameras here.
Right. She's like, okay, I know you want to go in that direction. We're gonna go in this one instead. What happened when were you violently shook? Did your hair get pulled? What happened? Like, okay.
That part. That's exactly it. And then, like I said, Heather said she woke up at one point and tried to stop them, but then they screamed at her, which I would love to know. I believe that too. But I also feel like Heather is going to be more in a place of wanting to like overdo it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Just, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Brittany loved this part. She goes, the flight attendant kept coming over and asking if I was okay. And I was like, oh, and I bet you were like, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Right.
I'm fine. And then she's like, I can't believe Lisa would turn on me like that after I've defended her so much. I kind of was like, you also have talked shit about her. Like you've been in a weird, like you've done weird stuff with Lisa too. So I don't know where you stand with anyone.
No, they're all so confused. And I'm like, I don't know why y'all like, I don't get it. What are y'all wanting from each other?
Yeah. When Brittany said this line, I was like, oh, I'm going to attack you. She's like, I like to think I'm the unsinkable rubber ducky. And I was like, you fucking shut your mouth. You take that back right now.
Good God.
Take that line back. I hate it. Don't ever call yourself a fucking unsinkable rubber ducky.
Rubber ducky. Not even just rubber duck. Rubber ducky.
Ugh. Grow up. But this is Heather's monologue here is so, you deserve support and you deserve dignity and you deserve protection. And if our friends can't apologize and provide that for you, then they don't deserve your friendship and they don't deserve our friendship. Shut up.
Jesus.
Because here's the thing, we also get the mid-season trailer at the very end of the episode, and they're all hanging out. It's not like Meredith and Lisa are out of the group.
Right. As we expected.
Yeah. So chill out.
You know what? During this scene, Heather had said, like, I feel guilty because I brought Brittany into this group and I had completely forgotten that. I was like, oh, you were her entryway into this group. Because I feel like when I think back on it, it's so silly to say this, but I feel like Brittany was just like walking down the street and was like, oh, Salt Lake's filming over there. Let me go kind of, and she just like made her way onto the show. Like, it's weird to me that like someone brought her in, quote unquote. Like, I don't know. I forget that.
The reason I remember that is because Heather turned on Brittany last season. In the after show, she says,
as is the way.
As she says, I regret bringing Brittany on the show.
That's right. Yeah.
And then it gets addressed on Watch What Happens Live when Brittany and Heather were on together. And one of the questions was like, how did you feel, Brittany, about Heather saying she regretted bringing you on? And Heather's like, I said that? When did I say that?
Oh, that's selective amnesia.
Yeah. All right, now Whitney and Bronwyn meet for lunch, and this is a loaded conversation, you guys. I have pretty much everything Bronwyn says I have written down because I need us to go through this.
Yep.
Together.
Yep.
Okay. Mary had told Bronwyn that Meredith was campaigning to get Meredith mad at Brittany too. And Whitney says, I don't know if it was fueled by alcohol, sleeping pills, or pure rage. I noted that. I'm like, oh, Meredith is going to hold on to that and be like, who was accusing me of taking pills? Was it you, Whitney? Like, she's holding on to that and she's taking it to the grave.
Yeah. Well, it's easy to do that because now she's like, oh, perfect. I don't have to talk about how I was like being a shit show on the plane. Now we can just focus on them trying to make me seem like I'm an alcoholic, a drug user, or this or that. We can focus on that now. And it's like, ooh, touche. Damn it, touche. Okay.
By the way, shout out, we have 410 people in the room. That is crazy. Yay. Thanks, guys. Please like and share. And what else they do? They got to like and share it. I don't think you can share
maybe.
It.
I don't know.
Like and subscribe.
There
comment,
we go.
Do it all, baby.
Do all the things.
Do
okay.
all of it. So Bronwyn is a little hesitant to believe it was as bad as Whitney's saying it was, because she's like, there would be an air marshal called. There's no video evidence. And she's like, because I would have recorded it if I was there.
Right.
Which I'm like, we all wondered the same thing. Why had it? I was even expecting like someone else, like a different passenger in a completely different group, to have taken video of it.
Right. Like, was it one of those, sometimes those first class flights, they'll like take the curtain and they'll like shove it. Like, was that the situation? Because like most times I can see in first class. Cause like I'm not, listen, I'm not flying first class for no damn 2-hour flight. Like, that's crazy to me. But people, like, I'm not doing any of that kind of mess. But like, I always can look up there. I'm like, what y'all eating up there? What's going on up there? I'm just nosing this. So I wonder, like, it just feels weird that we document every single little thing, but like this is just completely
this
like,
huge
went off the radar.
Thing that's going to be pushing story for the next like 3 episodes or whatever.
Right.
But Bronwyn can't wait to bring up what's happening with Todd. And it's so she goes, apparently Todd and Meredith need a reminder on flight etiquette. And Whitney doesn't know what she's talking about.
Right. Like, yeah.
And so, okay. Bronwyn says, while Todd was on his flight to New York, someone caught him looking at photos of women on his phone. Whitney says, do you believe this random person? Bronwyn says, yes, because they knew where Todd was sitting on the plane. They said they were sitting behind him. They knew the flight he was on. I'm like, okay, I still feel like this could, I don't know. Okay, fine. Right. But then she says, when he came home, I was like, what is this shit on Twitter? And he says, ask your friends. They love to dabble in this kind of gossip and nonsense. And I was like, oh no, absolutely fucking not. And the reason this was so confusing was we've never seen her stand up to Todd.
Right.
So I was like, you did? Like you were Like you were like, no. And then she says in her confessional, Todd had a business trip and he was leaving for the next day. And I suggested maybe he stay at a hotel. I'm not going to say it cute. I told Todd he needed to stay at a hotel that night and leave for his business trip. And the whole thing felt kind of weird to me.
Yeah, and especially knowing Todd, it feels weird to me that like he would be like,
listen.
okay, right, exactly. I'm headed to the hotel. All right, it's like, oh, that's not the Todd I know. Okay,
yeah. So it was just like this dynamic. I can't even picture it
unless Bronwyn behind the scene, because like Bronwyn kind of comes across as like in her relationship, the meek kind of like, oh yes, dear, no, dear, I'll do this, that. Sometimes behind the scenes, listen. Them fingers pointing come out like motherfucker. You better know who you and bitch and like I don't know if Braun was a different person like with Todd than we know her to be, but like we haven't seen that side of her with Todd, so it feels weird. It very much feels weird.
It does. But then we're not done with the stuff that
no.
things that were said. She said, because by the way, this conversation was happening so casually, but I was like, am I hearing what I'm hearing? Because like, okay.
With
right?
Whitney, Whitney, this is the only way this could happen.
She says, Bronwyn says, if it was someone sending him photos and we talked about it ahead of time, it wouldn't bother me. And Whitney gives her this look like, what? She says, I don't know that I could say this to anyone else in the group of friends except for you, because we're the same age. We're the most outside of Mormonism. But if Todd said to me, I'd like to sleep with other people, or I'd like us to do it together, I would at least try it. Okay. I just don't think I believe that. I don't know. Then she says, I don't want to be done with Todd. I want to evolve with Todd, and I need him to evolve with me. And I'm like, hold on. Does he like this? He seems just like a grumpy old man that's not going to do any changing.
Right.
I just can't imagine Todd wanting to like fuck another woman with Bronwyn.
Well, my thought, I'm curious why like this was the route this conversation went.
Yes, that's exactly what I thought.
Right.
Kendrick, that's exactly what I was like, that's where we're going?
Right. And it made me, because my mind wanders when like stuff like this doesn't make sense to me. So then I started wondering, I'm like, okay, is a story about the break that like we want to get ahead of, or where are we going with this? Like, are we saying that like, oh, I'd be okay with it because that's already what you're living? Like, I don't know I don't know.
That's I was like, what is she setting us up for?
Right.
What is she getting ahead? That's exactly the vibe I got.
Right.
And Whitney goes, does he understand that? And she says, I don't think we're all the way there yet. No. And so then Whitney says, well, what is the agreement? Because the way Bronwyn's saying it, it's almost like there is an agreement, but it's not quite solidified. But then Bronwyn says, well, that's what irritates me. We don't have one. And then she says, I would rather when Lisa says, oh, I heard Todd was making out with someone, that I'm like, I bet he was. I picked her for him. So I'm so confused. Whitney co-signs completely. And she talks about her experience with Justin.
Yep.
And it's like a lot of like, there have been times where we both wanted to be out and, I thought it was done. And I was like, okay, who's out there? And Bronwyn's like, okay, good for you, Whitney. And like really, really excited about Whitney, like getting outside of her marriage. Like, I'm just really confused here.
I don't like, I would love to be like, oh, I love this like freedom of expression conversation we're having on camera about like open marriages and like all this kind of stuff. But I was confused throughout the whole thing too. I was like, wait, what? Are we? Because like we know Whitney and Justin, they get down however they get down. Like not a surprise, but fine. But the whole like relating to Bronwyn in that way, it's like, okay, to me it feels like there's an agreement too. I would have asked the same question as Whitney. I'm like, okay, well, what is y'all's agreement? Like, is he okay to like get sexting messages from other girls, or like what is this? Because I didn't know the implication. I was confused about too, because I was like, okay, so what are we saying? Are we saying like he's cheating with someone, or is it like he's just like looking on like corn on the cob hub?
That's what I'm also confused by too. It's like he was just looking at photos,
right? I'm like, what? Why is
like
this
Instagram? Or like, was it like text messages? Or like how would someone really see his phone? That I don't know. It's very, very weird.
Also, Todd, you're a high power businessman. Get a privacy screen, dude. Like, what are we? It's 2025. What are we doing right now? Like, come on.
And I'm like, what does it matter? Like, that's not cheating.
Right.
Like, by the way, you already heard that Lisa said he was making out with someone. And that was like, you knew it was wrong. You knew it was incorrect. But then this on the plane, looking at the photos, you know is right. You know it is. That is truthful, 100%, no doubt about it. And that is worse than hearing that he was making out with someone.
Right. And you're right. And now that I think about it, your point about like, I'm still not convinced. You can easily like, yes, okay, happenstance, like put you in that seat. You clearly see Todd. No, like screenshots of like his phone. Like, no, I don't know. It's all still weird to me. I don't know. This feels a bit preemptive.
Yeah, it's like, why are like looking at pictures on his phone could be anything.
Right.
It really could. That's an easier thing to like talk your way out of if I'm Todd than
you're right.
Lisa said I saw him making out with a friend.
He could have been watching the Victoria's Secret fashion show.
Who knows? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, it's not like, so you caught him looking at hot chicks on his phone. Like,
right.
Like, don't guys do that?
Right.
Right. But then Bronwyn continues. She's like, we need to be evolving towards the same place. So Todd can do what he wants to do, and I can do what I want to do, but we still need to be a partnership when we get to where we want to go.
Okay.
I just don't. I'm like, I feel like she wants to leave. She wants to leave Todd.
Right.
And I support it.
Meet in the comments was like, you have no prenup, say goodbye. Like at this point, it's been what, 10 years? Like they've been married at least. So it's been more. Yeah. So it's like together longer than that, at least. I mean, if all we know of your relationship is what you tell us, and it seems like he belittles you a lot. He takes the last cherry when you eat dessert. He's looking at women on his phone, and apparently that's like the line. I mean, if it's all too much, just say goodbye. You've got another income stream, and you'll make out very well in the divorce. Like, what are we doing right now?
Yeah. But then at one point she goes, it's not that I want something so different, but a little change. I'm like, is it a little change to go from being a seemingly monogamous couple to then saying like, actually, I want to go see other people? Like, this is quite a big thing. Like, I can't tell if this, I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Now it's Heather's turn to have lunch with Lisa.
Jesus.
Which Lisa arrives too late, which always gets me. But Heather was not bothered by it at all.
And it was like an hour.
Did you see her on What Happens Live?
You got me all the way. That was like an hour of waiting, right?
She's like, I don't care. She's like, I don't care about that kind of stuff. I have a phone. I can watch a TV show. I'm like,
Right.
Well, you need to work on being mad about stuff like that because that's fucked up.
That is so disrespectful. Also, I'm focused on the wrong thing, but it took those beignets a long time to get to the table.
I was going to say, why didn't they give her those damn beignets first?
Right. I was like, good Lord, it took a long time to get there, but okay.
Like, did she say, wait till my friend gets here? I would hope so, because like if someone's sitting at a table and you're serving them, it's like impossible not to be like, do you want anything?
Right. Like you have a Coke Zero? Like, damn, what do you nothing?
Like, come on now. She didn't order anything. I'm like, so you just took up this person's table. They could have turned and burned that table, made some money on it, and you took it up because Lisa was late. But this is where it gets really funny to me, because Heather is definitely, to me, she's being a little over the top. But she's like, Brittany doesn't want to be around you or Meredith. But Lisa just keeps saying, she did not say that. She did not say that. It's like, oh no, Brittany did say that. Like, Heather's not making that up, that she said that. But Lisa just keeps going, no, she did not say that. I'm like, no, she literally said that. But like, you could think it's ridiculous, but you just keep saying like, no, it didn't happen. I'm like, it did. Stop that. Stop that. But when Heather says this, she goes, why did 4 women have to gather around her, get her redressed, pull her hair out of her face, and get her through customs? Well, that's ridiculous.
That's insane, first of all.
Why did all of you do that? Like, come on. But you know what Lisa says? She goes, I was preserving my peace. I don't know why that's so complicated for everyone. I just watched as she was sobbing and crying and you guys were helping her, and I was just like, okay. But I also don't blame Lisa. It's like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
Like, same. Right. That's crazy. No. But also, like, Brittany, like pull yourself together. Like
Okay,
customs
thank you.
is no joke. Like, are
Thank
you kidding me?
you.
Like you can like suck it up enough to get through customs. Like start the crying back when you like on Salt Lake City ground. Okay, you'll be all
Mhm.
right,
Right?
girl.
Um,
That's insane.
Heather goes, I don't know why someone should be punished because they don't do what you tell them to do. And Lisa always gets it wrong. She's like, I don't know why you're punishing me. I'm not punishing you. She just like takes the word someone says and like uses it against them. It's like that. No, that doesn't connect. That does not.
Right.
Oh, and so Lisa goes, if Brittany is upset, I feel horrible for her being upset, but she needs to take responsibility for something. And Heather goes, so it feels like you're saying she deserved it. She is. That's 100% what she's saying.
Explicitly, yeah.
Yeah. Her chair was being moved and she felt hassled and bullied by you guys for the entire flight. Lisa goes, don't put me in that statement. Don't put me in that statement. She's met the wrong person. Then she became like a victim of Meredith. She's like, I was the one having wine spilled on me. Meredith was talking to me with the wine. I had it spilled on me. Well, it got on Brittany too. No, it didn't.
Then how'd she know about it? Like it probably
Exactly.
happened. Like, calm down.
Yeah, it's like I also think Lisa was slightly blacked out on this flight because at one point Heather is going to be like, I was fighting with Meredith. And Lisa goes, no, that was after the flight. No, it was in the seats. And she's like, and I think she genuinely doesn't remember that. She's like, what? But like, no, I feel like they both like had a lot to drink. And I wouldn't even be surprised if Lisa took a sleeping pill too, because they were traveling.
Right. Like, why not? Okay.
But like when Heather was like, no, that happened in the seats. And Lisa was like, Lisa goes, I was helping diffuse her. I was keeping her away from Brittany. Yes, you did not do a very good job, clearly.
Right.
And then, oh my God, when Heather goes, Brittany is a victim in this situation. She doesn't have to do anything. I was like, shut up.
God.
I'm not playing. I can't. Now we're taking it too far, but Heather likes to do that.
Oh, it's always extremes with Heather.
It's always like that. Lisa goes, don't put this on me. You guys are fucking bitches for constantly putting stuff on me.
Jeez.
Oh my God. But Lisa's like, she's like, I draw the line about Meredith's family where it's done to me. But then Lisa messed up her line because we've talked about how she does this. She's like, she kind of either was coming up with it on the spot or she messed up the line. She's like, I feel like I'm in like Willy Wonka's like land and like an Oompa Loompa is going to come out. Like, I at least want some chocolate for all of this. I'm like,
almost.
If you workshopped that before, I bet it went better in rehearsal.
Right. Almost there.
Didn't quite get there.
Chocolate factory. There we go. We're almost there. There we go. Just workshop.
But Lisa goes, I'm done with this conversation. And Heather goes, then fucking leave. You called me a bitch. You can fucking leave. And then Lisa goes, no, you're a bitch for doing this to me. Heather says again, you can fucking leave. No, I'm drinking my juice. You're the one who said you were done with the conversation. And then she's like, no, actually, I want to be here. Mm-hmm.
She thought she was going to lose power for a minute. She's like, oh no, wait, hold on. Oh, wait a minute.
I'm drinking my juice. But now the best scene, I think, of the whole episode is when Meredith, because Meredith has yet to film a scene about this plane incident. And who better to do it with than Mary Cosby?
Exactly.
And Mary is like, how are you after the last time I saw you? And Meredith obviously plays clueless because but Meredith does that all the time. In every season, Meredith has an absolute freak out. And then later, like at the reunion, she's like, I was very calm when I said what I said, and like just totally denies what we see on camera.
Every single time. Rewriting history.
Mary goes, this time was different. And Mary, what is it you think happened? And Mary's like, well, I don't think anything happened. I was there.
There we go.
The reality is I was upset. I vented to a friend. Brittany had headphones on. I didn't even think she could hear anything I was saying. And Mary is like, I think you wanted her to hear you.
Right.
The things that I chose to say to her are things I have said to Brittany's face. And I made a choice not to say some things. Like, oh, because you remember everything that you said. You were very in control.
Right.
Merida.
Right.
Okay. Come on, girl. And then Mary she's doing such a good job of being like, okay, well, I'm just going to say this. It went on for a minute. It was about 15 minutes. The way Mary says no, it's like when she said no about did she die? Or is she,
Oh, yeah.
okay? She was like, no, Meredith.
No. Is she okay? No. Yes.
It was just like that. But Meredith sips her iced tea. She goes, yeah, it was. It was. Mary's like, I feel a little concerned because I feel like it was a little bit longer than you remember. And I love Meredith going, so it was what, 30 minutes?
Gosh. The amount of like gaslighting is so crazy.
And then Meredith goes, anyone telling you anything different? And Mary's like, well, no one is telling me anything. I was there.
Right.
You were sleeping for most of the flight, but every time I woke up, I heard you. Well, that's impossible. You were across the plane. I still heard you. I shouldn't have heard you if I was across the plane, but I did. And then this line is so perfectly Meredith. She goes, well, I can't speak to what you could hear or couldn't hear. Because like, she's telling you what she could hear, because it's not up to you to tell her that.
Right. It's like she's giving the illusion of like respect. She's like, well, I'm not going to disrespect your opinion, but also you're very fucking wrong.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. Mary goes, do you remember Whitney saying, please be quiet? People are complaining. She never said people are complaining. Nobody asked me to be quiet. And if I was yelling and screaming, I would have had an air marshal there waiting to arrest me. Okay. Meredith's confessional is, I don't really know what she thinks happened, but it doesn't line up with what I know happened. And Lisa was sitting right next to me. She knows what happened. Okay. And then I could see Meredith maybe thinking that Whitney got in Mary's ear.
Right.
And I could see that. But the way Mary's looking at Meredith, I'm like, nope. She saw, it's like it wasn't
genuine concern.
Yeah, it wasn't like as dramatic maybe as Britney's turning it into and like all of that. It's just, it was way bigger than you want to admit. And that's concerning me, because do you really think that what you did was a couple minutes? Because it was a long time. Meredith even admitted when Lisa woke up, she kept going.
Right. So that's 15 minutes right there alone. So
thank you.
You know what's crazy is that when we can tell like how the episode was going to go. It was going to be a lot of like recaps of this like plane ride. Immediately, for like when I thought about all the players, Mary was the one I wanted to hear from, because I felt like she was going to be the one that was going to be the most honest for some reason, because like she doesn't really like she can be angry with Meredith and Lisa 1 minute, but then she can be like, oh, it's whatever, we're okay in the next. So like I feel like she was someone that didn't have anything to gain from whatever her perspective was. So I believe Mary. Like Mary saying Mary it too. Exactly. She was the one that the entire time I was like, oh yeah, I'm with you, Mary. I do think all of that happened, and Meredith does not want to admit it.
Because Mary doesn't like Britney, but she'll be fair. Right. And then she's like, I would maybe apologize. And then Meredith's like, is that what you think I should do? I would, for your soul.
Yeah. Right.
Like, because, which is fun. But look, Mary has lost it on people too, and maybe couldn't afford to apologize for it. And like, I don't really know if Mary is necessarily like the best at accountability either, but I don't know. It just doesn't really apply with Mary in the same way. But it's the blatant denial that's coming from Mary. That's freaking Mary out. It's
right.
Like, do you really think you can tell me what I saw with my own eyes and heard with my own ears? And like, is this really what you think happened? Because it's so far from what happened.
Right.
And Meredith loses her mind. That's the thing. We've seen it on camera. It's not like we have to imagine. It's
right.
Like, that's what happens. That's what Meredith does.
And it's like she thinks that she's the only one that like has that stigma on her. Like, no, you're housewives. We're used to that from all of you. We've seen it. Like, it's okay, but let's not pretend like this doesn't happen. It does every season.
Yes. We got the mid-season trailer though. It looks so good. When they go
Yes.
to when they're in Greece, they have this one big scene where they're sitting on these chairs that are like in the middle of what looks, I swear it's like a theater in the round because it's so dramatic and they all have like sashes and scarves on. And it's like, I was like, this is just giving Greek tragedy. I love it. Whatever is happening, I'm obsessed with it.
You know, I love the arguing in costumes. I love it so much.
Love it. I also love, speaking of costumes, every time we see in the trailer, every time we see Bronwyn talking about her issues with Todd, they happen to be wearing the silliest hair.
Yes. Everyone except Mary.
Yes. So it's either like the old timey wigs, like the little curly wigs with the whatever, or it's like these ugly wigs that are just like on top of their heads,
Right.
having serious conversation.
Right. Good Lord.
What else? John Barlow has a moment. Now, look, I said it before, I'll say it again. Not a big deal in terms of overall Housewives things.
Right.
However, for John Barlow,
He
that's
does not
him,
shut Lisa down ever.
that's him raising his voice, man. That's him letting her know, I want a divorce, basically, in my opinion. Like, that man doesn't talk like that ever.
Right. Right.
But it feels very satisfying that he is going to do that because I've wanted him to do that already this season. So I'm like, okay, thank God. Because like I really need him to just fucking say something.
Right. Exactly. He needs to talk up. Like we literally don't know your opinion about anything. So we gotta hear from you at some point.
We don't.
And they go to Mary's church.
They go
everyone.
Oh, did you also see Andy has said this multiple times that the next episode we're going to get is one of his favorite of all franchises of all time.
I did.
And I think he's like, we get Mary preaching in the church. So give it to me.
That might be one where I actually like try to watch live. You know, Tuesdays are hard for me, but I'm almost like, okay, you know what? I'm watching it live. I'll be there.
It could be good. It could
I'll
be
be
good.
there.
All right. That's all I got. That was a good one.
That's
all I got. All right. Thanks, guys, for in the chat. I haven't really been able to come over here.
The chat's been amazing. They had a lot to say. We got a super chat from our girl Chloe. She said, "My favorite pizza,
Chloe.
Not pizza. My favorite pizza. No, my favorite people love from Tulsa." Hi, Chloe.
All right. Well, it's time to go. It's almost been 2 hours. I can't believe that went by so fast.
We had to catch up. We had to catch
right up. All right, guys. Well, we will be here same time, same place next week. Loves you, Kendrick. Thank you for everything you do all the time. I love you so much.
Of course. And thank you, Amit. She says she loves the color on me. Thank you.
Oh, is that a salmon? Would we call that salmon?
I think so, or just blatantly pink. I don't know which one, but
you know I like pink anyway, so I'll take it. All right, guys, love ya, means it. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.